What's good, YouTube? I'm Javid. Welcome to Javid's Trade. This is my first video, and as an introduction, I just want to walk you guys through what trades I took this week. Today is Saturday, so I'm just gonna go over the past week's trade, mistakes I made, the things I did right, wrong, etc. So this is my journal. It starts on Tuesday, but I took a trade on Monday, set a buy limit, and it missed the buy limit by a couple points, and I didn't forget to take it off. Then it was still there. Market closed and open, tagged me in, and it won and gave me 1%. That could have easily went the opposite way, but I didn't journal that because I don't want to count it as a win in my book. So if you're wondering, I am not a profitable trader yet. I am unprofitable, and this is my journey. I'm going to start a 30-day journey where I document all of my trades and just be 100% disciplined and transparent. I'm using YouTube as a, what should I say, for documentation purposes. Yeah, I'm using it to document my journey and hopefully inspire someone to believe and just to encourage somebody else. So let's get into it. Tuesday was a simple day. Is what the lower time frame look like, higher time frame, da 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 da. Bearish bias obviously went into 15-minute PDRA, had a clear draw on liquidity. 1 hour had a clear draw on liquidity. And this was the trade, this trade is I would say, a change in the state type trade. But it's obvious that this was selling. So I took the trade. It could have went the other way, even if it looks good and I'm confident in it, that doesn't mean it's gonna win. But yeah, this was a good trade nonetheless. I took it a bit early because I saw the displacement and I was like, yeah, this is gonna change the state. So it changed the state of delivery right here. I entered, got my 1 to 1 and got out. Things I wrote down for this, good and simple, straightforward. I said that I don't know if I even had emotions doing this. Yes, it was just that. Oh, it wasn't a change in the state. It was a 2 minute IVG continuation. But because I don't have the 2 minute time frame on TradingView, because I don't have TradingView Premium, that's why this looks like this, because this is 1 minute, but I entered on the 2 minute. So yeah, we can let's get into the next trade. I'm not gonna go over all of them. I'm gonna go over the loss I took on Thursday. Thursday's loss. You can find it. I don't have much data on it. I don't have the lower time frame for that loss. But I'm gonna show you guys the loss on uh okay, so this is Thursday's trade. Firstly, I took a change in the state on the 5 minute um towards these highs, got up good displacement and I went break even. Even though this would have lost, I believe that I should not have went break even when I did because everybody knows when you get a 5 minute change in the state, 85% of the time you get a retest after you displace. And we hadn't got the retest, and after we took this high right here, I went break even, knowing that the retest is a high chance to come. It came, it reject, even though after this retest and went up here, I would have then went break even. It would have been the same outcome, but that's something I need to brush up on. Let's delete this and go into the next trade. I still felt that, today, even though this trend is bearish, today is just a retracement day to some highs to then displace even lower. So when we go on the 1 minute time frame, this is the trade I ended up taking. So this trade is a IVG, 1 minute IVG, inverse right here, good displacement, all of that. This was entry, stop loss was here. My break even would have been somewhere about, I don't remember. Maybe I didn't even have a break even point, but it lost, and it's a low rated trade because I entered this trade exactly at 10 a.m. Everyone knows that after 10 a.m. you get a manipulation, which would be this right here. Manipulation. So this would have been a manipulation for me to enter here about R, wait and retest and go down. But I believe I was stubborn in this trade because I should have exited when I had the chance, but I didn't. Anyways, this was a loss, and it was a very poor rated trade in my journal. This is my journal for the week. If you want to get into all of the journalism, we have we've been journaling for like what 3 weeks. And this journal, this is a new journal template. My old one goes back to 2024. I've been unprofitable that long. I've been trading last year, December made 2 years I've been trading, and now I'm in my second, in my third year going in. I don't, yeah, do the maths. So next trade I want to talk about is, let's see. Oh, Wednesday was good, even though I ended up taking two trades Wednesday because firstly this was on the 5K and then this was on the 10K. Both of these are prop firms that are in the phase one of the challenge. These are good trades. A trades. These are good partials. Did I take partials on this? Yes, I in fact did. This was a 2% trade. This was a 1% trade. Feelings during this trade, no emotion. I Because I reduced my risk in this trade. My risk, the emotions weren't as much. I'm telling you guys, risk management is the key. Coming from an unprofitable trader, I had to learn that risk management is the key, the hard way. Yes, so last trade I want to touch on. Let's see. This loss I took. Gotta speak about the losses because it's inevitable. You can get a good 1 month or even 2 months with a very high win rate strategy and not lose at all. But the losses coming is just when. So this is a loss that I really appreciate. This if I could get losses like this consistent. If these were just all my losses were an A-rated trade, losing an A-rated trade, my win rate would be 98, 99%. I'm telling you, these losses come rare. So yeah, it was a good trade. When you're calm and confident in your, I realize that I lose a lot when I'm targeting a PD, previous day low or high, but I bounced back immediately after this entry. I got a re-entry. Where is that re-entry? Right there. On the same time, got a re-entry and was still targeting a previous day PDRA. The PDRA liquidity. So that's really it, you know. What else do I want to touch on? When was this? This was Tuesday's trade. I believe I took only one trade on Tuesday. This was, yeah, this obviously you see changing the state with inverse IVG. We're obviously bearish. 15 minutes says what were we targeting? This is a low rated trade. We inverse the this says bullish. Where did I sell? Why did I sell this? This is actually a very poor trade. What did I rate it? A? More like this is not a A trade. How did I not see this? More like B. This is not an A trade. Wasn't A plus because I overrisked. I don't like this. Now looking back at it, I'm like, if I'm saying I'm gonna be disciplined throughout all this and just take the best of the best setups, I would not have taken this. This would have passed me. And that's what I'm gonna do for the next 30 days, 30 trading days. I'm just gonna take good setups. Okay, guys, that's the end of the video. If you're wondering what strategy I trade, it is well what people call ICT. There's a couple models I trade. Changing the state of deliveries, I take those. Um, Inverse fair value gaps, I take those. Continuation trades, that's trading into 5 minute PD arrays or 50-minute PD arrays. Then entering a 1 minute FEG, confirming that and entering with obvious draw and liquidity. I trade that as well. So all those three, if you really want to know my model, you can just look at this right here. No, all this. These are all, these are them right here. Yeah, these are the models. Alright, so that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And you'll be getting one Monday. Whether I trade or don't trade, I will be posting a video Monday. Just if I trade, I'm gonna break down the trade. If I don't trade, I'm gonna tell you why I did the trade. So that's it for me, guys. Peace. I'm out.